What up, guys? Just wanted to make a little video to post in the groups, to help you guys, remind you guys, how simple it is to build a successful organization. Just do me a favor, tag every new person who comes into your groups or who's new into your groups in the last couple weeks in this video, just to give them a good perspective of how to go about building this thing. Everybody wants to know, like, how do you lay a foundation? We all know it's brick by brick, baby. Brick by brick. So I'm super excited for this, what's going on, guys. But I wanted to talk about how I started off, what made me successful in Vemma, and what is making all these success stories within my organization pop up all over the place. But when I started Vemma, guys, I understood that the key to this business was leverage. Right? And this analogy I came up with a long time ago kind of got lost in time, and I want to share it with you guys today before I get into to the fine details. But what it really is let's say that you go to Lake Erie and you see the Loch Ness Monster with your own two eyes. Like, you see it, you've seen it, you can describe it, the sound, whatever. You go back to school, you go back to your dorm, you go back to your house with your roommates, and you tell them that you just saw the Loch Ness Monster, dude. They'll probably do nothing short of laugh at you, call you crazy, stupid, whatever. Just say it's not real, stuff like that. That's kind of what happens, with Vemma. You see this opportunity, this great thing that a lot of people have never seen before, and you bring it back to them and try and tell them about it. You try and explain the features and break it down, and they just don't listen. They don't believe it. But you know damn well that if you had a couple of your friends see this thing with their own two eyes, not their ears, their own two eyes, what it was, and that it was real. Dude, if you brought them to Lake Erie and they saw the Loch Ness Monster with their own two eyes, they'd never doubt you again. They'd never be able to say anything, because now they know what you know. Like if you bring this to your friends, they don't know what they don't know. That's it. So same thing, guys, with Vemma, is you have to bring people to see it for themselves. And there's a couple ways to do that, and that's what I want to talk about today. Is get a couple people to see this thing one by one, whatever the case may be. And eventually you'll have a group of like 10, 15 people who all saw Vemma, the Loch Ness Monster, that thing that wasn't, that is. Okay, and now there's social proof. Now a lot more people will be able to believe you. So what we want to do is become a master of leverage. Leverage is big in Vemma. I'll tell you now, simply because, leverage is like having the picture. Leverage is like having a couple other people. Leverage is like having the picture of the Loch Ness Monster to share with your friends, that it's real. And leverage is important, okay? And what it is just leveraging someone else's success story. In a picture-perfect world, you get into Vemma, even if you could explain it all, you know all the features and whatever the case may be, but you can explain Vemma to your friends word for word, fairy tale perfect. You still have nothing to show for it, which is cool. We all started there. We all started 0 on the left, 0 on the right, 0 points, 0 cycles. I was there. Kish was there. Brad, Matt McGinley, CJ Sturgis, Chris Watson, all these guys. They were all there. But we all started 0-0. But what we did is we understood how important it would be to leverage someone else's success story. And I did that in a couple different ways. You guys can do it. 1, through 3-way phone calls. 2, 3-way Uvus, 3-way Skypes. Or 3, the best way, in my opinion, a home event. And I'll touch on those things. But in order to become a master of leverage, you have to master edification. Now, here's the cool thing. Is like Vemma is like a song. If you hear a new Drake song, started from the bottom, now we here, right? If you hear that new song, you're not probably going to go be able to rap it to your friends, It's probably going to sound pretty bad. Even if you know all the lyrics, you probably can't get the tones right, whatever the case may be. It's just not going to sound too good and appealing. But if you can get Drake to come in and sing it to your friends, himself, or they can listen to Drake's song on the radio, they'll like the song. Now it sounds like how it's supposed to sound. They get to see the song for what it really is. Same thing with Vemma. I understood that I'm not going to be able to make this, to let people see what this is by myself. I'm going to have to leverage other people's success. Maybe have, Anton Neugebauer, Jeremy Bishop, Luke Kish, share their stories as well on top of mine, so that they can see that this thing was real, that there are people making money, and that there is more than just me. So, guys, edification. In order to become a master of leverage, you have to become a master of edification. And edification is so simple, right? It is just talking good about somebody else. So when I used to leverage Anton in on calls, what I would do is I'd say, yo, CJ, because CJ Sturgis, he's one of the first ones. Like, yo, CJ, this is my boy Anton. He's one of my really good friends, right? And Anton, he has a company paid car. He's a huge success story in this company right now. He has very valuable information. I was fortunate enough to get some of his time. And, dude, he has something that we're all going to work on together that's going to be massive, like big. So listen to what he has to say, dude. You have your phone, put it away, whatever the case may be. But, CJ, I also told CJ, why I'm excited. I kind of told him a couple things. I told him, how I heard about it, my initial thoughts, the conclusion I came to, after I heard about this thing, and then where did I see myself taking it in the future. I told him, I said pretty much like this, CJ, dude, I heard about this thing from Devin Cates. Like, Devin? Devin, he showed me this thing, and I wasn't really sure about it, but then I met this kid named Luke Kish, and he really broke it down to me, dude, and showed me what it was. And initially, I thought it was, BS. I thought it was a pyramid scheme. I thought it was just not real. But after talking to Luke, he really painted the big picture for me and showed me this thing was legit. And CJ, you know me, we're really, really good friends, dude. I'm not going to guide you wrong. So anything, like weird like that, dude, just throw it out the window. Like, you're my boy. I'd be pretty pissed off if you thought I was going to do you dirty. Okay? And then, honestly, dude, after I heard about this thing, I came to the conclusion that it was, legit, and that, we can really make this thing happen, dude. Like understand that the stuff you're about to hear from Anton is, like, big. Like, it's big boy information, dude. Stuff that, we might not, have ever heard before, but it's big. Like, we always talk about how we're going to become successful, get wealthy, whatever. And, this, I honestly think, dude, if we take this thing seriously, CJ, with Anton's help, we can make it happen. And I see myself taking this thing far, dude, like with or without you. Obviously, I want my boy with me, dude, but I'll have Anton explain it, to you in finer detail. I just don't want to mess it up. He's a little bit better at putting this thing into words, and me, dude, I get real crazy and excited. I'd probably mess it up and it wouldn't make sense, but Anton, he's pretty chill and composed. He can break it down for you. So that's edification right there, and that's how you should open up a three-way call or three-way Skype or whatever, something like that. And then pass it off. Talk good. So here's my boy Anton. Like I said, all that good stuff about him. Anton, you want to kind of, share your story and stuff. Anton will, take it from there. Very, very simple, guys. So all you have to do is leverage someone else's success story on a three-way call, an event, or, Uvu or Skype. And that's how you build a Vemma business. All I did to get started and make $1,400 my first week was I got 6 people on three-way calls, Uvus, Skypes, and home events. And we went through the same thing. I told my story, how I heard about it, initial thoughts, conclusion I came to, and where did I see myself taking this thing? Yes, I have notes. That's what smart people do. They take notes. Okay, and I understood that I could do that repetitive. It was a numbers game, and I just had to filter through my friends. So I invited them to hear about Vemma the right way, got them on a three-way call, or Skype or an exposure, told this stuff, had the success story tell the rest, take care of the hard work for me. Eventually, I learned the information by hearing it so much. I started getting a little more involved in the calls after a while. We'll talk about that later. But that's it, guys. It's so simple. Make a list, learn the invite, exposures, three-way calls, small home events, Uvus, whatever. I'm available for the next week. I'm just posted. Actually, I'm posted forever now. I'm really trying to blow up, the amount of exposures that are happening within the group, boost enrollment. And if you guys want to build a business, money in Vemma comes from enrollment. I'll wrap it up with this. Money in Vemma comes from enrollment, dude. Enrollment, of customers or affiliates, whatever. Enrollment comes from exposure. Exposure comes from three-way calls, home events, or Uvus or Skypes or whatever, anything like that. And so we have to make them happen. So if you're new in Vemma, dude, take initiative, make a list, and put together some home events. When I started Vemma, I had a home event every single day for 2 weeks straight. Nobody really came in the beginning, but I knew somebody would come eventually. And when they did, it was great. Because then, a week after that, there was about 40 people, in my house. So guys, become a master of leverage. That is my tip to you guys as the new person in Vemma, and everything will kind of take care of itself from there. Become a master of leverage, and also stay plugged in. Stay plugged in with uplines and people who are successful and have the results you want. Constantly ask questions. It's better to ask a question than do something wrong, guys. So if you guys need any help, building your business or anything like that, all you have to do is just contact me. You know, my Skype, my Uvu, Tom Allen YPR. My phone number is 610-701-1346. Connect with me. Any diamond or above upline, we'd be more than happy to help you guys become a master of leverage and schedule as many calls and exposures as you can over the next week. I challenge you guys. Prepare for greatness. Vegas is in like 60 or like 58 days. I'm recording this on February 25th. This video will be around a lot longer. So for guys watching this, get your tickets to Vegas. Get out there. I'm excited, guys. We have the opportunity now to be a part of the biggest organization, within the biggest company, in the biggest industry in the world. So I'm excited, guys. Rackham, talk to you soon.